Well, welcome. I'm Lisa Albanowski. I'm an associate broker with Signature Premier Properties here in Sayville, and I do work across Long Island. And this morning, I have the pleasure of interviewing Betsy Maniotis, who's the chair of Suffolk County Women Business Enterprise Coalition, known as SCWBEC. And welcome to my Long Island Business Forum. Hi, Betsy. How are you today?
I'm fine, Lisa. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure.
So if you wouldn't mind, would you tell us a little bit about SWEBAC, what it is?
Okay. SweetBack as a 501c3. Uh, it helps women-owned businesses across Long Island now. Originally, we were Suffolk County, but now we're Long Island, to connect and to empower them with professional development programs.
So it's a not-for-profit organization, right?
That's
It's
correct.
been around, what, over 30 years at this point, right?
Oh, I believe it's over 36 years.
Right.
It's been
I
around quite a while.
Right. And I'm an avid supporter of SWEBAC. I've been on the board as well, and I was in your position several years ago. So
Yes, you are.
It's awesome to see you and have the organization thrive. And you've been involved for so many years as well, and we work
Right.
together so closely. It's my pleasure to see you as the chair.
Thank you very much.
Um,
I believe I
so
joined. I believe I joined when you were the vice chair, and then you became the chair shortly thereafter.
Time flies, doesn't it, Bets?
Yes, it does. It's hard to believe.
So what is our organization members, what do they think they love about the organization? I mean, I could tell you what I love, but out of your mouth.
Yeah. Everyone seems to love the fact that there's that they could talk to other women who own their own businesses that are quote unquote in the same boat as they are. In other words, they could feed off of each other. We do have a networking portion of each meeting for at least a half an hour, and on the second Thursday morning of each month, and that goes from 8 to 8:30 a.m. Sometimes we run a little over if they're very animated conversations, but they like to get information from other business owners and more seasoned business owners also, so that they can scale these obstacles that they may be running into from time to time. Uh, and then what we offer them is professional development programs, as I mentioned, and they will scale anything from your Google presence to how you actually put together a procurement bid. We have people that advise on that as well. So that's initially why it was started years ago by Linda Jasper, Sally Ann Slack, and their board of initiative people, and they started doing this for the Women-Owned Business Group, and it's one of a kind. I've not seen another group like this around this area.
And I think what makes SWEBAC so different is also that we are a member-based business and we don't charge a fee.
That's a big plus for us, because a lot of these women, when they're just starting out, they're on extremely limited budgets. Some of them still have what they do, a quote unquote they call an A job, where they're trying to transition to become their own full-time business owners, so money is always an issue. So when they can join a group of this magnitude and this massive membership that can help them to this extent, they are excited and ecstatic when they find out it's for free.
So how does the organization sustain if we don't charge membership fees?
We have the most wonderful group of sponsors ever. We have all different varieties, all different entry level types of sponsorship, all different sponsor levels. And we have some people that are really staunch supporters of our group that have the financial backing that they will actually be in our top notch platinum sponsorships. We have, and then a lot of our members are own their businesses. What they'll do is they'll sign up for a bronze sponsorship, which is our minimal sponsorship level. This gets them exposure throughout the year. as a bronze sponsor. And it enables them to actually to advertise and enhance their business, because people say, "Oh, I saw you on the SCWBEC website," and I'm very impressed, and it helps people bring their businesses up that extra level without having to spend a whole lot of extra money.
And that bronze level sponsorship is only open to women-owned businesses, and we've
That's
made it affordable, right? And then
absolutely.
the other levels of sponsorship, anyone can sponsor, whether they're a woman-owned business or not.
Yes, we have a lot of bigger corporations. There's a lot of men that are impressed with what we will do to help women. Some of these men that own their own businesses have their wives or significant others that own their own businesses, so they're happy to refer them to us. And then if they are more established for a greater length of time, they will also be a sponsor of our group as well.
Yep.
So
So
it's very, very lucrative for everyone, and the advertisement possibilities are immense.
yep. So great exposure for any level of a business, right? And
Right,
supporting a great women's own business organization, right?
right,
That
right,
that is open to all, which is
right,
awesome. Um,
right.
Betsy, what do you think people don't know about the organization?
That we are very tied into the WBE group, specifically at the Hauppauge Dennison building. We also have ties into PTEC, which is based in Queens. They help with the review of the contracts, before the business owners put them into bid on certain aspects. If there's a business looking, let's say, for a parking lot, we have women that do that. And the tires, we have women that do that as well. But before they put these contracts in for a bid, the PTEC will review them for us, so that to increase the possibilities of them being accepted. But the WBE is with us constantly. Grace Ionides runs that group at the Dennison building, and she's at a lot of our meetings. And she helps these women-owned businesses get their certifications, no matter what the level, starting with the county and then working the way up, New York State, federal. She can even give them some leads on as well. So it's very, very it's a very all-inclusive group. It's like a one-stop business reference, if you will.
So the MWBE is the Minority Women Business Enterprise
That's correct.
certification that women who own businesses need in order to win bids and contracts
That's correct.
for the state or federal level, or even the private sector.
Right. And a lot of the women owned businesses don't realize, actually, a lot of businesses, period, don't realize the importance of this, as well as maintaining the contacts with the bigger corporations and construction. We're in as everyone knows, we're in a high hurricane, a level, that we get we get a few hurricanes here, not quite as so
Flooding.
many as it back in the past. But when they bid for these contracts, uh, a lot of the smaller businesses need to be affiliated with the bigger corporations that are affiliated on www.sam.gov. This was some information I got years ago during Hurricane Sandy from Kimberly, who was sent up by President Obama to oversee it, and she gave me a ton of information on this. And so there are some contracting groups that come up periodically that we will put out to our membership to make sure that they go and meet these contractors so that they can get their portion of the contract, because the bigger contractors have to give a certain percentage of business, not only to the local businesses in the area where the disaster occurred, but also to the women-owned businesses as well. So that's why they have to maintain their contacts and go meet these companies, and this way everybody can actually benefit by this group
One
and
of the things
benefit
that
financially.
I love about SCWBEC is whether or not you are an MWBE or not, there's still an opportunity for everyone to do business with each other, right? and
Right.
many of us are not. And those that aren't don't necessarily have opportunities in their business to work with the contract, but we still have opportunities to do business with one another and get referred, right? And
Right,
that's the
exactly.
portion of
That's
our,
another proponent.
right.
But what a lot of people don't realize is just how many of their businesses are needed at the time of a disaster. I was shocked. I was in charge of that division. I was in charge of counties, towns, and villages when Hurricane Sandy hit for SCWBEC. And I found out they were looking for people that, sold stationery supplies, pens, office furniture, people that did spackling, people that did sheetrock, people that replaced vehicles, people that were insurance adjusters. They were really looking for these people. People just didn't think outside the box. And I was even talking to a doula, and I told her that at times like these disasters, when there is loss and there is of not just of their possessions, but people,
Right.
family members, that there is a loss of life, that people need her abilities as well and her business, and she has to be affiliated with them in order for them to be able to refer her to these people for
Right.
healing. So
So the point of SWEBEC is whatever type of business you are, right? Whether you're certified or not, you should definitely come down and join if you're a woman-owned business, 51%, right?
right. Now, what we have coming up, if they're interested, on December 8th, we do have our annual holiday party at Trios, and they are, anybody is welcome to that party as long as they pre-register. There is a minor fee, but you come in and have fun. But you get to meet all these other business owners is the main thing, to to gather and get together and get to know each other. And then come January, we're working on vision boards, which is a big project. Every year, every business should start with a vision board to refer to throughout the year. And we have that coming up as well in January. That's a big thing also. And that's a workshop that we have, and people will be welcome to come to that too. And just to remind the women-owned businesses, the 51% or over, you could sign up your business for free and have all of these things for free. There's very few events during the year where there is a minor fee to cover food and all, but
And Betsy,
happy to help them. Mhm.
how do they sign up? Where do they find information?
They can go to our website, which is www.zwebec.org, which is SCWBEC.org. There is a sign up page. There's a whole font of information on that website. It's very well maintained, and they can sign up there. And we would be happy to see them. And if you can't make the holiday party, at the very least, sign up for the January meeting, where you could start your year off right with a bunch of like-minded women business owners that are trying to move their businesses forward.
So what time do we meet on the second Thursday of each month?
We meet from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And the workshops usually go from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., which will be in January, that workshop. But we don't have a workshop every month. That's usually a quarterly event. So the regular meetings are always 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on the second Thursday morning of each month.
Great.
And then the location, you would go to the website, zwebec.org, to find out the current location.
Great. Maybe you could just tell me what made you decide to take this role as the
Well,
chair?
well, I think it was the confidence that I built by being on the board for the past, it's only been 10 years, Lisa, I can't believe it, when I first met you. And I checked it, I said, my goodness. And so when I first came to my very first meeting, you were running the meeting because the current chair, Elise Parisi, was out of the country, and you were running it, and you passed around a clipboard and you said, sign up for a committee here. And then whatever board position you're interested in, sign up over here. So I said, okay. So I signed up for a committee. I signed up for a board position. Next thing I know, I'm on the board. Now, as time goes on, I had different board directorships, starting out with the counties, towns, and villages I told you about, and worked my way up to the affiliations, which are, the resources for our site, which are also listed on our website, and then working a way to director of operations, and then I happened to step into the chair of SCWBEC. Apparently, people thought I'd be good for the job, so I'm hoping to prove them right. This is only my third month.
You know what, Betsy, you're a dedicated business professional who has played an integral role in this organization on the board in so many positions. And that's what it's about. You're someone who can be counted on, and you're going to do a wonderful job. And I'm really happy that I had this opportunity to show the world about the organization, SCWBEC.org, right?
Mhm.
And to introduce you and to spread the word about membership and sponsorship.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely. Thank you. And I've been happy to be a part of this group. I just love it. The support that you get and the friendships that are lasting, that are lifelong, are you can't buy those. Those are immense. Those are very, 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 they're worth everything. They're worth everything more than even the business is the friendships.
So to sum it up, the reason to come and join SCWBEC is why?
Well, I would say that a lot of women need a support group. And in a nutshell, I suppose that's what you might say we sort of are. But we can support you regarding your business, and regarding your contacts, and making connections. We also have the Linda Jasper Sally Ann Slack Award that's offered every year, and it's a monetary incentive for business owners. So that's always something to look forward to applying for if you need the money for whatever reason. And then we offer the resources, and as not just the WBE, but other resources as well.
So everything's on the website, the
Yes.
resources, the Sally Ann Slack Award that we give to a qualified member, business owner, and
Right.
everything about us, right? From pictures to
Everything.
our past holiday parties to pictures to
Yes.
our events. And all of us as board members are listed.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And
Great.
we're very happy to have you as well as one of our board appointed, I would say, advisors slash board member.
Thank you,
Again,
Betsy. I really
thank you.
appreciate the opportunity to interview you this morning and get the exposure for SCWBEC that is there for anybody who's interested in learning about a local nonprofit. And we serve all of Long Island.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And thank you for interviewing me as well. I really appreciated it.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Have a great rest of the day.
All right. Happy
I'm
holiday.
Lisa Albanowski with Signature Premier Properties. I'm here on Long Island. If anybody needs any help with real estate, thank you again, Betsy. Have a great day.
You too.